Hello, my name is Ryan Beltran with Elequa and the Make Water program, and I'm here at Confluence Park. I'm a science ambassador for Nature of Art. Nature of Art is an annual summer camp at Confluence Park integrating science, nature, and art, brought to you by the Southwest School of Art and San Antonio River Foundation. Today we are at Confluence Park to conduct an experiment with San Antonio River water. The Make Water program is all about teaching students and educators about DIY water purification processes, but actually involving them in making them more robust and developing and researching them as well. So today we're going to do an experiment with San Antonio River water. It's not too bad. So for this experiment, we're actually taking water from the San Antonio River. And behind me is actually the San Antonio River watershed. And the San Antonio River itself is actually over 240 miles long. What we're going to do today is actually coagulate some San Antonio River water. So as a little disclaimer, any of the experiments that we ever do with Make Water are not meant for drinking. Not yet. In the future, we would love to get this process to a point where we can make potable water, but we're not there yet. So this is just purely for experimentation and understanding the process. Today we have an experiment for you, and sort of a scavenger hunt where you can actually go and find these particular materials around your house, and we're going to purify some water. So here we have 2 plastic cups. We have a coffee filter, rubber band, and we have aluminum wire, but you can actually substitute this with some screws or nails if you have it, but this will work just fine. We have a 9-volt battery. We have a drink coaster, but you can use any kind of cardboard that's about that size, and we have some tape. So this is the coagulator kit all put together, and it's basically a 9-volt battery where the terminals are touching the electrodes, in this case just the aluminum wire. And I use tape just to make sure that's secure. Use a rubber band to make sure that it's secured to the cardboard here. And you dip it into the water and it creates the process of electrocoagulation, very similar if not the same as electrolysis. So we're going to try this out on some San Antonio River water. So here we have a before and after. This is after about 20-30 minutes of coagulation. What happens is, over time, the electrodes actually give off ions that are charged, and those ions that are charged actually combine with some pollutants or some particulates in the water, and over time they combine, they become bigger, and then they become easier to filter out, or they become so dense that they actually sink to the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually filter through the coffee filter, and we're going to see what it looks like after. So we're going to take our coffee filter, and we're going to put it around our second cup here. Try to wrap it around, but you're probably just going to end up having to hold it with your hand regardless. It doesn't quite go all the way around. And I'm just going to try to not be messy when I do this. So we're going to take this water and pour it through and see if we catch anything in this filter. So you can see that some of the sediment actually got kicked up when I did that. Keep holding that. So you can see that there is some clear water after filtering it. So it's from this to this to this. The river serves as habitat to many species of wildlife, including fish, reptiles, amphibians, and macroinvertebrates. What is a benthic macroinvertebrate? Benthic refers to the fact that these organisms live on the bottom streams, while macroinvertebrate means that the animals within this group are without backbones and are large enough to be seen without a microscope. Benthic macroinvertebrates are environmental indicators, which means that we can diagnose the health of the river based on the macroinvertebrates that live there. Examples include mayflies, dragonflies, and creeping water bugs. Scientists from the San Antonio River Authority conduct biological surveys of the macroinvertebrates to test the health of the river. So really what we're trying to do here with our project and with Confluence Park and San Antonio River Foundation, we all have the same goals of really trying to promote environmental stewardship, getting people involved in outdoors and having them actually feel like they can make an impact. Part of this experiment and part of the Make Water program and our collaboration with San Antonio River Foundation is really reaching out to youth and students to let them know that they can be part of this. They can actually tackle some of these issues. And the San Antonio River, maybe it's not like safe enough to swim in right now, but maybe in the future it can be with everybody's participation.